When people think about the World Cup, they think about trophies, famous players, and giant football nations. But sometimes, the most beautiful stories are not about winning. They're about people. And this is one of those stories. When Curaçao qualified for the FIFA World Cup, history was already made. A small Caribbean island of just over 150,000 people became the smallest nation ever to qualify for a World Cup, an achievement that nobody thought was possible. But for the people of Curaçao, this wasn't just football anymore. It became something much bigger. Our journey began at Blue Bay, a giant screen, families, friends, children wearing blue shirts, everyone watching together, believing. The first opponent? Germany, four-time world champions, one of the biggest football nations on earth. Nobody expected miracles. But then, history happened. Curaçao scored its very first World Cup goal. And not against just anyone, against Germany. For a few unforgettable moments, the score was 1-1. The beach exploded. People screamed. Strangers hugged each other. For that moment, anything felt possible. The second match was different. Ecuador, a team many expected to win. But Curaçao refused to give up. Minute after minute, every save, every tackle, every attack brought the island closer to something incredible. When the final whistle blew, 0-0, another historic result, and one man became a national hero, Eloy Room. His saves kept the dream alive. That night, the streets filled with music. People danced, cars honked. Everyone was chanting one name: Eloy, Eloy, Eloy. It wasn't just a football celebration. It was an entire island saying, "We belong here." The final match would decide everything. This time, we watched together in the heart of Willemstad. Thousands gathered around giant screens in Punda, young and old, locals and visitors, all wearing the same colors, all sharing the same dream. Later, the atmosphere moved to Sambil Mall. 4 giant screens, hundreds of supporters. Every chance, every tackle, every shot was lived together. Curaçao eventually lost, and the World Cup journey came to an end. But something remarkable happened. Nobody stopped singing. Nobody stopped smiling. Nobody stopped being proud. Because sometimes, the result doesn't tell the real story. Watching these matches, I realized something. The people of Curaçao have something special. They celebrate together. They suffer together. They welcome everyone. And even in defeat, they never lose their joy. There is no hate, no anger, only pride, only love for their island, only gratitude for having lived history together. Maybe that's why this place feels different. For the rest of the world, this may have been just another World Cup. For Curaçao, it became part of its identity. A reminder that dreams don't belong only to the biggest countries. Sometimes, they belong to the smallest ones. This is the story many people will never see on television. Not the goals, not the statistics, but the emotions, the people, the unforgettable moments that united an entire island. Because these are the stories that deserve to be remembered. Welcome to Untold Stories, the real stories of Curaçao, told from the inside. See you in the next episode.